No, it's not Halloween, but Fox 4 is partnering up with a paranormal investigator this morning, and we are talking about all things spooky.
Lauren is meeting with one expert at the Laboratory Theater of Florida to see what they can find at the historical building. Lauren, I'm a little afraid to ask, what are they finding?
Well, you know what? I haven't seen anything yet, Chris, but earlier we showed our viewers a spot that is kind of active here at the lab. Now I have my paranormal expert here. This is Lee Ehrlich, and then I also have Annette Trosbach. Did I pronounce that correct?
You did,
I did? Okay. So I just want to make sure, because both of you have some pretty incredible stories. Lee, I really want to start with you, though. We moved the stage, and that's because this spot right here is pretty rich with history because of the lab. Why don't you explain that to us?
Well, for years, this was a church originally, and this stage right here has so much history and archaeology, because right beneath where we're sitting now is the old altar from the fundamentalist church, where the fire and brimstone preacher back in the day was actually bitten by one of his own poisonous snakes and died right here where we are. And we haven't torn it apart, but it's rumored that right underneath where we're sitting is the ruins of his altar.
So really, what is the likelihood of you running into a ghost? Because, you know, we have heard thousands of people come through here all of the time. You guys have, you know, shows here all the time. What's the likelihood I'll see a ghost if I come to a show?
The likelihood that you'll see a ghost it's absolutely random. You might see 10, you might see none, but you are going to have something happen, something magical. There's magic in the air at this place.
And something else that's magical, though, is you had a show here. You had your own speaking event. That was on Friday, and we'll have to hear more from you coming up because you'll have another event, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hopefully more. We have a great time here at the Lab Theater. And yeah, every time we come, something reaches out to us. So it's never the same thing. It's never the same thing for the audience or for the actors. And that's what makes it so great, is that anything can happen at any given time.
And before we run out of time, I really want to ask you a question, Annette, because you are here all the time. This is where you work. What have you experienced here on this stage?
Well, I think I mentioned the young lady who walks down the stairs. Sometimes in the evenings when myself or the team lock up the building in the evening, we'll hear sounds inside the building and we feel like, oh no, I've locked one of my team partners or one of the actors in the building. I thought I checked the building, but there's this noise coming from inside, only to open up the door, look back inside and realize the place is empty. But there are the ghosts that enjoy the theater in the evening. So when we're gone, and we go home from playing on stage, I guess the ghosts use the stage and do their own shows and applaud one another. So those are some kind of spooky things that you may hear locking up the building at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night.
Ghosts need entertainment too, I guess,
And they
right?
provide it, yeah.
All right, well, you want to know what? This is just one piece of the entire puzzle here at the lab. So we are going to continue this on Fox 4 Morning News, but for now, I'll send it back to you in the studio in Fort Myers.